Moet, can you tell us your mission at Krypc?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. Our mission at Krypc is to enable fast-track adoption of blockchain and I would say Web3 technologies by enterprises. We typically do this by leveraging on solutions, platform, and tools which we have tailored made to suit the enterprise needs for scale in a sustainable manner. And we had always focused on strong R&D in building such assets, and we have a dedicated team basically focused on one side solutioning and one side creation of new products which would basically help us in such journey and drive innovation and create greater value. By enabling fast track adoption of these technologies, we are helping companies stay ahead of the curve, which generally it will take some time. So by creating some ready-made tools and solutions, it helps us accelerate the journey of all the enterprises which we work for.
Yeah, so the more tools we can get in the hands of our developers, the better. I also noticed that you have some impressive partnerships with companies like SH Digital and Capturian. Can you tell us how they're leveraging your platform?
Yeah, so one of the thing is technology, but before that, what we do is being working on Hedera and know about blockchain protocol solutioning. We don't directly drive into technology. We get into some sort of consulting, and our objective is to do the end-to-end development from the consulting to the end of development. So for this, we have various tools. Basically, we directly don't get into understanding and getting into production. We understand that it is very important for our customers to basically first have a feel, okay, what are they going to derive? So basically, we use these tools to create simple MVP applications first. So using these tools and I would say middlewares, it's very easy for us to have some use case embedded by sequence flow. And using the Hedera HCS, HTS, we are able to quickly define, okay, this is the flow, this is a basic UI, and we focus more time on basically are we able to get the right solution in place, and then from the business perspective are we getting the right I would say the best of the Hedera ecosystem in terms of solving a business problem using blockchain technology. So once we mature into that, then again we use all the tools and then come out with a full plan. How do we go into the next stage of MVP and production? And we stay with them in the entire journey. Obviously, there are some tools and there are some wallets and the expertise which we have got working with Hedera and Hedera sets of tools and our own tools which we have made helped us in doing that. So our idea is basically to use Hedera in a most effective manner so that it is scalable, sustainable, and very cost effective.
All right, so let's tease that out a little bit on how you and your customers in turn are leveraging Hedera. You mentioned some of the services. Can you go into some more detail?
Yeah, for example, I mean any project have three components, or I would say any application have three components. One is a wallet, creation of identity, and then putting some data onto the blockchain only for immutability and certain data for business processing, right? Certain times we require a smart contract, certain times we require data only for immutable thing. So we had created standard sets where basically you just need to define, okay, these are the user identities, these are the application flow they would be doing. For example, I am creating an invoice. So why to start developing from scratch how the field would look like? So we have a ready-made mapper for HCS where we define the data structure, and this data structure directly using our application leverages on HCS, and the data is put into HCS, and on the other side of the user interface or the application you are able to see the similar application, I mean the view of that application. So it basically accelerates. Otherwise we will get into what is that invoice, what is that other data parameter, what are the identities we have to use, and then generally people start developing. So we basically get into a conceptualization state where we use this ready-made toolkits which we have made and then go ahead with that. So we have something on the identity side, something on the business application mapping side, something on the data visualization side, which makes it's us very easier to basically connect our customers and Hedera together and have them feel of how the application looks like, where is the data, and they are also able to understand the business benefits. And then we get into multiple phases of discussion, are we using it correct way and how it's going to be. So that helps us.
And how has it been building on Hedera?
Yeah, building on Hedera has been very special for us. It was a strategic shift because being a blockchain company where we started, let's say, more than 5 years back, we used to work primarily on uh, Ethereum types of chains and then permission private ledgers. So it was quite different. We got used to working on those with such constraints. And when Hedera came, and there was something called Hedera Consensus Service, which was totally different for us. We don't see any blockchain coming out with this type of service model. It was always about performing transactions or doing a smart contract execution. So HCS is basically a ready-made, a simple immutable data recording system, which I would call, which otherwise would have required us to build something called a distributed system, a smart contract, and overloading the transaction, native transaction ecosystem to achieve what HCS makes it so easy for us. Like we put a data on a topic ID and we get it back. Imagine doing this on a EVM chain. I mean, a normal EVM chain. You would need to create a smart contract. You will need to define some data parameters, and then you will define your own way of data semantics. Put the data, and then you are recording that data into another offline storage, and then exposing API. How much we would have done effort just to put something and letting others know or getting that data back. This actually have simplified a lot because we all need any blockchain, even Hedera Hashgraph for that matter, for immutable storage apart from tokens and other aspects. So this simplicity was quite surprise for us. And then if we go back, means go into the next Hedera token service, that was also like quite simple. It's like almost use an SDK and create it. Otherwise, you have to go into ERC 721, 1155 and non-standards. I won't say that they are not good, but for everything we need not get into so much complexities of technologies. If people wants to create token, let them create. Obviously we have matured even using smart contracts on Hedera and achieving the same, but this ease of things really make it quite adaptable and useful for developers and all the community. And then as Krypc, we are strong focus on sustainable domain and ESG, so it becomes a natural choice for us because it doesn't only operate on scale, it also consumes minimum energy. So that justifies for us that why we should be building a sustainable and ESG type of applications on Hedera. So it have this double advantage. And by leveraging Hedera, we are not only providing scalable, we have actually justified that this blockchain is not about consuming energy. It is not only scale, it uses techniques which is quite efficient, less energy consumption. So it really works out for us.
Yeah, it's great to hear about all those benefits of Hedera. And what's next for Krypc?
As I mentioned, we are already deep into Hedera, and as new features would come, we will definitely get into. We will continue our journey in providing enterprise the best way in which they could harness the advantage of blockchain technology, Hedera, and quickly get into the market and focus more on the use case. However, I see there are two things which we will be providing more focus going forward, apart from what we are doing is I think that is wallet and smart contract. Now we see the world of Web3 D apps have taken a very good market. There are a lot of dApps coming, a lot of integrations are happening. You will see a lot of DeFi apps coming. The wallet side, I think, to make it compatible, that developers of, for example, other protocols, how they could leverage the same toolkit and then quickly move towards Hedera, there is something which we need to work on. And smart contract, we need to come out with more examples. If we are able to bring such platform where existing developers of, let's say, all the blockchain community with less friction, they are able to use the Hedera ecosystem, I think it's a win-win. So we will continue to invest on that. And the other aspect is you would have heard about multi-signature and workflow-based signature mechanism. Hedera by default have that inbuilt. But the I would say not interesting thing is you take any of the wallets today, you could create an account, but if I have to create a workflow based account, let's say you and me together should approve a transaction to happen. We don't have such applications available which make things very easy. Though technologically the foundation of Hedera has been that using console I could do that. So why not make it available to the user community, developer community, or the enterprise in an easier way. So that would be one of the focus we'll be having to take it to the next level, not only enterprise to all the developer community, so that we have more dApps coming up and leverage on the Hedera ecosystem.
Understood. I want to thank you, Moet, you and all of Krypc for supporting the Hedera ecosystem, and thanks for coming on today and explaining it.
Great.
I'm now posting these interviews of Hedera builders independently to my channel. The community, influencers, and media outlets are free to use this content to spread the word on what's being built on Hedera. Once they're all uploaded, you'll be able to go to my channel and search for whatever topic or team you're interested in to find more information. Or you'll be able to get the most recent Hedera news by watching the latest HBAR Weekly update. So check them out.